the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Partner, it was quite the battle. Washington and Dallas watching Dez go against Josh Norman. Dez finished with 5 catches, 72 yards, but a little jawing going back and forth.
Tell the truth, when you were watching the game, you started watching the game within the game, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You kept your eyes on 88 of Dallas and 24 of Washington. And watch what they were doing on each and every snap. And, boy, what a battle it was. An absolute fierce one. Dez's team ends up getting the victory.
Vic Beasley getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Prescott now on 2nd down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And the D looking like they may blitz. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now the pitch to Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. This from 54 yards away. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A second down throw for Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
And again, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And here now come the Falcons. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Try to lay one. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a two-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled terrible. A first down throw for Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Bryant with a catch right side. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Charles, while we have a second, we have to give a shout-out to Joe Thomas. It's been a tough year in Cleveland, but tell them what Joe Thomas accomplished.
He just played his 10,000th snap in a row without ever missing one in his career.
That's unbelievable.
His career. You get a lead. There could be a small injury. Your foot hurts for one play. Never has he come out of a game. Never has he missed a snap. An incredible Ironman record. And he's a perennial all-pro left tackle.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long for Prescott. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Defense showing blitz. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman.